of our district's goals is to improve student success, particularly in literacy and math. The reason why math is super important is it really just provides that critical thinking skills, problem-solving skills, which also is a big component connected to vocabulary and literacy. We are going to be having several workshops connected to math offered throughout the district. One workshop that's offered today is particularly about ways in which students can engage in discussions about the math.
And the goal is to try to increase students talking about their thinking about math with each other. I think that one of the most important things for teachers to walk away with is the idea that they have to choose a task that's going to lead to discussion. Not every task will. Not every task needs to, but if you want discussion, you have to choose one that's going to. And then they need to anticipate the ways that their students will approach that problem so they can start thinking about, okay, what are the pieces I can draw out of the student thinking to facilitate this conversation to lead toward the mathematical.
Set up iteration 5 times 3 times 2 and 4 times 4 times 2.
This reminded me of something that we do in terms of number talks. So it kind of brings you into realizing what kids are seeing when they look at a problem and what they might be picking out of that problem.
I loved that teachers had an opportunity to really understand the different types of mathematical discourse that they should be having in their classrooms. They were able to learn the different types of conversations that they could facilitate, and they were able to say, here's what I do well and here's what I don't do well, here's how I can improve.
In the same way that we use the alphabet and words to represent thinking, we use numbers to represent thinking. And particularly mathematical discussion is helping students to develop more language skills and reasoning skills, which is going to, as part of Scarborough's rope, it's going to lead to increased literacy in terms of print as well as oral language skills.
If students are able to decode, if they're able to read and understand the text that's in front of them, then they're going to succeed in other areas, in other content areas. So when you think about vocabulary for students, students have to understand the meaning of the words and be able to use what they understand from the meaning of the words to apply their mathematical skills.